Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. That way if you want to see the spelling, if you want to find anything else by these artists, creators, you can find that. Okay, we're good. Pisces, what do we have for Pisces? Pisces. Okay. Coming in, you got, is that rejection? Perfection. Release with perfection with the Page of Rods, which is the Page of Fire. Things have changed. Things have definitely changed. They might not have it, when I'm feeling the page here energy, it may not be like a complete change, but it's almost kind of like you may work at the same place but doing a different job, or you might not work with the same people, something like that. It's almost, when I'm feeling this, it almost seems like almost like changing rooms or something, to where your perspective has changed. When I'm getting release with the perfection, it's kind of like nothing completely changed, but it's kind of like where you're situated in relation to what's going on is now different. And I'm getting it just kind of happened on its own is kind of how it also feels with the Page of Rods. Even though it's not a complete change at that point, I'm also getting at the same time other people may have made a complete change. The Three of Wands here, there is some type of movement, definitely. I just don't feel like it's a major, huge change that we're talking about. Almost like same house, different room, same job, different, well, same place of employment, different job at the same place of employment. It seems something like that. So it's like movement within the situation. It's like if you're on a big boat, you're in a different place on the same boat. And my ears are starting to itch like crazy. Wow. So are you hearing information? Am I supposed to be hearing information? What's going on here? The thing is, something did complete afterwards, like later on down the road. This is weird. Completion comes up later, and I was looking at it, but I'm thinking like for you at first it wasn't a complete end. But I'm getting for other people it was. It's almost like it seems like a partial change. But when you make this change, like as it goes on a few weeks, it's almost like the people around you seem to change. The way you handle things seems to change. How you're viewing things. Like you're moving on from a situation. Like I do get like this small change turns into a bigger change over the next few weeks. And it's not even sure if you like this or not. When I'm getting it at that point, I'm getting the Strength card, but it comes in a little cockeyed, kind of like you're doing what you have to do, and you're holding it together. So some of this is like, I feel like it's kind of like, well, it has to be done. So it's kind of like, yeah, I have to be strong to do it, but I have no other choice. I have to get through it. But on the other hand, the way you're handling it, that's all, like how you're perceiving it, that's all what you're creating. A lot of growth and destiny here too. People are changing around you. It's like more about what's going on around you. You make this small change, and then bigger changes keep happening around you. It's like for somebody, I feel what's happening is kind of like maybe you're in a marriage that's not going so well. So you're like, you know what, I'm just going to, my room will be the spare bedroom for the next couple months, and we'll see, let's just see how it goes from there. And then your partner's like, well, you know what, I tried that, and I've decided that I want out of this marriage. And it's kind of like, ooh. So it might be something like that. It might be also something where you change jobs within the same company and then that job gets eliminated. I'm also getting, I don't want to be that way, but that's what I'm feeling. Because destiny and growth is like, this is setting you up for a bigger change. When this bigger change happens, I feel at first you're not really liking it. But the other side thinks it's what's supposed to happen. Whoever's imposing this change, they feel like it's for the best for everybody long term. You've got the Five of Swords with the Five of Pentacles. A couple fives coming in here. So the number 5 might be significant for some of you. Especially if you're dealing with like a Taurus or a Gemini. I think they're the ones born in May. I think so. I think so. Could be wrong. It's almost like feeling left out, feeling like you have no choice, but also like it's kind of like, well, what am I going to do about it now? I guess kind of have to flow with it. I got to kind of deal with it and kind of move forward. This is setting you up for something better. I feel like for a lot of you, you're already at this point. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm already there. I'm already dealing with this. Not really sure if it matters. Feeling kind of left out. Feeling like out in the cold. Not really sure if there's anything I can do about it anyway. It's kind of too late to do anything at this point. Possibilities are starting to come forward, but I feel like it's almost like they're coming up in murky water. It's hard to see them until they're right at the surface, because I'm getting the Two of Pentacles, but it's crossing the Knight of Swords, which is telling me information is trying to come to you, but it's kind of like, again, it's like if you have murky or muddy water and you can't see things floating to the top until they're practically already there. So things are coming towards you, but it's hard to see it. Something better, because I'm getting a good card coming up here. Something better is coming, but it's kind of like hard to see it. It's hard to really see it, because I'm trying to look at this like if I'm looking at muddy water or something. How are you supposed to like see it coming? You're supposed to, I guess it's again the faith card, having faith that it's there. Something is coming. Something is coming. Something really good, and the communication is blocked. I just feel like it's muffled or blocked. I almost feel like other people are trying to take something that's yours. I also feel like it's almost like, if you're like a certain size, for example, if you're thinking like clothing, whatever size you are, they're either way too small or way too big, and they just do not fit your size. So they can try to take something that's meant for you, but they can't do anything with it. That's the thing. So I do feel like people are trying to get in the way. I'm getting the Seven of Wands. Like other people are trying to get their own success or trying to get something. They're trying to get there ahead of you. They're trying to like, well, before the Pisces sees it, let me see it. Let me see if I want it before the Pisces sees it. I am getting that energy. The thing is, it's not going to fit them. It's not going to do anything for them. It's just not going to fit them. It's not going to work. They may see it before you. They may be able to cut you off and get it, steal it out from under you. But once they see what it is, it's kind of like getting a tire, and tires aren't universal. Like it's kind of like it's a tire. You drive a truck. It's a truck tire. They drive a small car. It's not going to fit their car. It's not going to do them any good. So they might as well just give it on to you. You know what I mean? It's something like that. Or it's almost like a motorcycle tire versus a car tire, which I assume is completely different. Don't really know, but I'm assuming it is. Same difference. It's not going to work. I do feel like whoever this is, it's almost like they're working out of survival instinct. So when they realize it's no good to them, but it is good to you, I do feel like they're making the choice to... It's almost like I feel like they're saying, oh, look what I found. I think this will work for you. They might play it off that way, like, I was thinking of you and I thought you should have this. I feel like something like that's coming. It's coming like that, like it was meant for you anyway, but they're trying to like make it look good. Whatever. However that plays out, I feel like that's happening. When this new opportunity comes towards you, though, you have to accept the end of the last thing. There's a lot of different ways this is coming in, so I've given a couple examples. The next example I'm getting is kind of like, I'm getting a furlough example, so, or like being on unemployment, or like hoping you're going to, like being laid off, something like that. And it's kind of like, if I go towards this new job, I have to like literally say that's not going to happen and release that last situation. And I've been holding on to it, hoping it was come back. Or whatever it was that was passing away or leaving, you're still holding on, hoping it'll still come back. You're still hoping it has a chance. You don't really have a chance. You're feeling left out in the cold, but you still want it back. When this new opportunity comes in, it's all hinging on you accepting it coming in. You can't get it until you accept that the last is over and you grab onto the future. Like, you have to reach for the future. You have to engage the future, accept the future. I feel like this is harder than it sounds. Because I feel like letting go of the past is something. That's hard. But to get your new better thing, to get this better thing in the future, you have to let go of the past and accept that that is over. And I feel like that's hard because when it's happening, I'm getting confusion and complacency. Kind of like I was used to a certain thing. The way it was, it's almost like I feel like when something's almost slipping away, we all of a sudden start to think of all the good components and how it went well and what we liked about it. And before it slips away, we're like, but this was good and that was good. The overall thing might have been bad, but we're remembering the good parts, and we're like, but I'm used to that. And I was used to this happening this way and that happening that way. I don't know if I want to let go of that just yet. I don't know, because once I let it go, I can't get it back. The confusion is thinking you want what's already let go. It's too late. It's already moving on. Something better is out here for you, but you got to let go of the past. Once you do start stepping into the future, it's going to start slow, but the farther you get into it, the better it's going to feel. It probably will take a few months to maybe a year, maybe not quite a year, before you're actually like, you know what, this was a better idea. So it might take a while before you're really on board with it, but the longer you're in it, the better it feels. And I think that's it. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.